Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Wyatt's brothers, Virgil and Morgan, came to Dodge City in the fall of 1879. They wanted Wyatt to return with them to Arizona Territory, where opportunities in ranching or mining seemed to be almost fabulous. But neither Wyatt nor his brothers realized that Arizona at that time was ruled by a handful of corrupt officials in league with cattle thieves, stage robbers, and hoodlums. The Earps had ample warning of this situation when old man Clanton and his boys stopped off in Dodge.
Sir, I do not wish to discuss this with you any further. You insult my intelligence, sir. And I say, sir, that you insult the memory of Mr. Tom Jefferson.
And I say Tom Jefferson's a liar, and all men are not created equal.
Why, that does it, sir. Prepare to defend yourself.
Now, you two fellers, quit that. You might hit one of my horses.
And get your horses out of the way.
All right now, sir. Apologize or fight.
Go get Marshal Earp.
Marshal Earp! Fight! Fight! Marshal Earp!
You're plumb loco, mister.
Marshal Earp!
The good Lord didn't create you equal to me.
That does it, sir. Make your play. Virgil, Morgan, you keep out of this, sir. Have you two gone loco?
Can't two gentlemen fight in peace? I'll fire a shot to warn them. Now, mister, I'm waiting for you.
Oh, no, sir. I am waiting for you. Despite what you two may think, your actions are not the least bit funny.
It's your turn to warn this, gentlemen.
I believe it is.
Hold it! Hold it!
Virgil and Morgan. Suck it again. Practical joking where folks can get killed is the lowest form of humor. He could take them both to jail.
Your face, brother, if I'd only had a camera.
Run 'em in, Marshal. That one took a shot at Doc Holliday. They're both under arrest. Now, let's go to jail. Doc, you come along, too. You're a witness.
You aiming to find us?
That's right. Assault with a deadly weapon and Dr. Holliday.
I warned you, Morgan. You and your jokes.
Come on, Doc. Admit it was a good joke.
No.
Now, I have given Wyatt a formal statement to the effect that your .45 was accidentally discharged. However, I will not condone or encourage your crude horseplay by referring to it as humor.
He's sore.
No, Morgan, I am not sore. I just happen to have a healthy respect for a really good joke.
Oh, well, don't rush off now, Doc.
They are your brothers, so you visit with them. I'm $300 loser at the Long Branch.
But, Doc, really...
Let him go, Morgan.
He hasn't been feeling too well lately. These all the letters you brought from home?
Well, I could remember to bring. Well, Wyatt, how about Arizona Territory? Yeah, when can you leave Dodge?
Any time, I guess. But you better tell me a little bit more about this paradise out there in the middle of all that sagebrush.
Well, look, like I wrote you from Prescott.
Howdy, Doc.
Well, the Clantons. This is a bad day. I thought the Texas Rangers hanged you.
Ease off, boys. Doc and me is old friends.
I'll let that pass, Clanton. What is your business with me?
We're looking for Dave Burnett of the Lazy Q.
But I haven't seen him. You better rack these guns.
You're carrying one.
Clanton, teach your brats some manners. That's the last good advice you'll get from me.
Stop that. We're here to see Burnett. We don't want no Kansas law on us.
Finn? Bob's right.
Go get the others. We're putting up at the Santa Fe Hotel. You hear me, Finn?
Yes, sir.
Well, get along with you. And don't start no ruckus with nobody.
Now, that's Prescott, where I just bought a house. It's good ranching country to the south and to the east.
Of course, there's been a big silver strike down here in Pima County. Most of it centers around Tombstone.
I favor Tombstone, Wyatt. Plenty of claims left if you push along quick.
Tombstone, huh? Yeah, that's quite a name.
You know, that whole Pima County's kind of rough, they tell me.
Virgil's an old married man.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm tired. I'm tired of Dodge City, and I'm tired of wearing a badge, and Dodge City doesn't need me anymore. How much do you think it'll cost to move a couple of wagons overland, huh?
Hey, Virgie's gonna do it.
Sure, I'm gonna do it. Now, you go along and buy the gear, get it ready, and take my share out of that.
Why can't you help us pick it out?
Well, I got a little chore I have to do. I have to go kind of explain things to Mayor Kelly. Now, you've met the mayor before. He's going to try and Irish me out of it.
Arizona. That's for us.
Yeah, let's hope we don't regret it, huh?
Yes, Pop. We'll check in, then go back to the stable and pick up our trappings.
Come on, boy.
My name's Clanton. N.C. Clanton, Pima County, Arizona.
Yes, sir, Mr. Clanton. What can I do for you?
3 rooms.
I'm sorry, we're all filled up.
No, you ain't. Clear out 3 rooms.
Sure, Pop. All right.
The best ones. Hurry up there now.
Open up there. Open up.
When I say 3 rooms, I mean it.
This is Dodge City, Kansas, Mr. Clanton. We've got a police force here.
You tired of living?
No, but you just can't go around kicking people out of their rooms. Somebody's bound to tell Mr. Earp.
I doubt it.
This is outrageous. You can't do this. The room's all clear, Pop.
Good. Now, we aim to act nice. We won't be here long. We won't even tote our guns on the street. You aim to act nice, too?
Yes, Mr. Clanton.
Good. Then I got that settled. All right, let's move in, boys.
King's the winner.
Dave.
Oh, howdy, Doc.
Suit yourself. Have a drink. You know that old man Clanton is looking for you?
Yeah. He wrote me to meet him here. How many's with him?
Ike and Finn are the only ones I saw.
Man, I guess I better get it over with. My outfit's still on the trail.
Dave, why don't you tell Wyatt Earp?
Oh, he wouldn't help me. Where's Clanton staying?
I don't know. But you better let him find you.
No, that'd only make him all the meaner. But thanks anyway, Doc.
$1,400.73. I told you to bring the whole 8,000.
Those were stolen cattle you sold me.
Who says so?
The Mexicans you took them from. They jumped my trail boss in New Mexico near Las Vegas, and they took back every steer.
Well, you still owe me 8,000.
He needs a pistol whipping. He can raise the money.
Shut up.
Now, I don't aim to quarrel with an elderly man like you. How much can you raise?
Well, 4, maybe 5,000.
Make it 6,000. What time is it, Ike?
Almost sundown. 2107, Pop.
Bring the money here by 9 o'clock. You hear?
I can't. The bank's closed.
Find the banker. 9 o'clock now. All right, take him out of here. Here. Leave those guns here now. We don't aim to be rousted by no Kansas police that we can't fix. We ain't in Arizona now, remember that.
Here's to you, Wyatt. I'll verge. Milk. Oh, excuse the beer, Wyatt. I keep forgetting.
Now, you fellas can laugh and joke all you want to, but milk is a very good habit to get into.
Yeah, well, I sure wish Morgan'd stay on milk. Go on, Morgan. You're toasting.
Now, the toast. Let's see now. Well, Doc, you're just in time. We're drinking Wyatt's health and milk. Here, I'll pour another one.
Keep that stuff out of my sight. I swore off milk when I was 22 months of age. Wyatt, you ever hear of old man Clanton?
No, Wyatt.
Virgil? Morgan?
Clanton. Isn't he a rancher in southern Arizona? Seemed to me I heard his name
No, he's a cattle thief and a killer. Rangers ran him out of Texas, and now he's in Dodge. Tell your brothers to take a walk.
Trouble? That's it, count us in. No, you don't. Come on, Morgan. Let's go. I'll see you at the office, Wyatt.
All right.
Out.
Dave Burnett of the Lazy Q has been trying to raise $6,000. He's in a hurry, and he's scared.
Why didn't he come to me first?
Well, you buffaloed him and threw him in jail once, remember?
Oh, nothing personal.
But Dave took it personal. You hurt his feelings. Wyatt, hasn't it ever occurred to you that a man belted over the skull with a .45 might just have a few twinges of injured pride?
Well, I handled Mr. Burnett because he and the Lazy Q started a big hurrah in town. I'll go and try and find him. You visit with Virgil and Morgan. I want to keep them out of this.
Thank you, Deacon. Usually scoundrels amuse me, but not old man Clanton. He's mean, and he's stupid.
Miss Lee, had a check.
And that's the truth, since you asked me. I can't raise the money by 9 o'clock. And I can't run.
Clanton's got 4 men with him, huh?
His boys, Ike and Finn, and a couple of gunslingers that I don't know.
You at the Santa Fe Hotel? All right, Mr. Burnett, I'll take care of it.
Why should you? I ain't caused you nothing but trouble.
Extortion is a felony. Now, if I were you, Mr. Burnett, I wouldn't drink anymore. I'd just go over to the Dodge house, lock myself in the room, stay there.
All right, Marshal. Much obliged.
Evening, Mr. Reeves.
Oh, hello, Marshal.
I'm looking for old man Clanton. I understand he and his crowd checked into the hotel here.
They were here, but they checked out.
Oh?
No, I'm lying to you, Marshal. I just don't want to have any more trouble.
Clanton still in the rooms?
No, they went down the street to the Texas house.
Wearing guns?
Not that I could see. They're mean people, Marshal, real mean. You're going to need every deputy you got. Do me a favor, will you? Jump them out on the street.
Rooms 9, 10, and 11. I'll take the keys.
Look, Mr. Earp, don't get me mixed up in this. They're liable to come back any minute.
I'll go get a search warrant if you want it.
No. I'm leaving. And don't get yourself cornered upstairs.
Now stump him, Finn. Yeah. You stump him, Pop. He called you the names.
What time is it, Ike?
17 of 9.
Let's get back to the hotel.
probably gone back to the office.
No. Look yonder. Hey, Wyatt.
Pop, look. Ain't that a John Law?
Might be. What's he got on us?
2 more fellas by the water trough. We should have our guns.
We'll have him soon enough.
Morgan, do me a favor. Go on over to the office and get the deputies over here on the double.
Are those the Clantons?
That's right.
Hold it, Morg. You don't need your deputies. We'll go get our guns and be back in half a minute.
No, I don't want a gunfight.
What's the idea?
I took their guns out of their rooms, locked them in the hotel safe. I want to give those Clantons a good rousing with bare knuckles.
The deputies handy with their fists?
Yes, they are.
Still think it's a risky plan, Wyatt.
Pop, do we know them men over there?
No. We'll see if Burnett's here with the money. If he ain't, we'll go get him.
You're always pulling this big brother stuff on me.
Well, you're always pulling on me.
Well, there's no use arguing with him, Morg. He always was as stubborn as one in the family. All right, go get your deputies. I think it's a reckless plan.
Burge is right this time, White.
Come on, Morg.
Here. All those. I'll go in after them myself.
They'll massacre him, Burge.
He needs a good lesson.
Where's Wyatt going without his guns?
He thinks he can lick 5 Clantons all by himself.
White lost his temper, Doc. Burge thinks we shouldn't help him.
Well, somebody's got to help him.
You keep out of it, Doc. It's a family matter.
My gun's been stolen. So is mine. You just can't get yours.
Rance, Dunlap, we've been robbed. Look in your rooms. No guns, Mr. Clanton. We'll wring this flea bag inside out.
Open up there! Open up!
Hold it! I'm the fellow that took your guns.
Oh, you did?
Look out, Pop. He's a John Law.
Why ain't you armed, Sonny?
Well, I kind of figured we'd all start even. I wanted to see just how tough you boys from Arizona really were.
Fantastic.
You all right? Yeah. Watch him.
Where you going? Get me a cup. Here's one.
Virgil, what happened to that man you were fighting with?
That was, Flint Clanton, I think.
Well, what happened to him?
I threw him out the window.
What happened to him, Doc?
Well, he wanted a gun, so I gave him the barrel of yours.
Well, that's great. Judge Stoughton isn't going to like this, and I can't say I blame him. Well, sure, I wanted the Clantons rousted, but I didn't expect to have a man thrown out of a window or old man Clanton busted over the head. He may have a fractured skull.
He'll live, I'm sorry to say.
Virgil, would you be kind enough to take me outside and show me where Finn Clanton landed? He just might be dead.
Oh, take it easy now, Wyatt.
What's White hollering about? He punches harder than any of us.
Yeah, that he does. You know, the combined punching power of the Earps is going to come in mighty handy in Arizona.
Mr. Burnett has testified that our visitors from Arizona Territory tried to extort $6,000 from him in payment for stolen cattle. Marshal Earp has testified that he and his brothers and Dr. Holliday were obliged to subdue the suspects with physical measures in order to avoid a gunfight. Marshal Earp.
Yes, sir?
The court must reprimand you for an excess of zeal in arresting the suspects. The court cannot condone violence on the part of police officers and their special deputies. When, by your own testimony, the use of less extreme force could have accomplished the arrest of Clanton and his men.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Clanton, it's the opinion of this court that Mr. Burnett has told the truth. However, he cannot provide corroborating testimony. The case against you and your associates is dismissed.
Your Honor?
Order! Yes, Marshal Earp.
Your Honor, Mr. Burnett's men, about 20 of them, just come in off a cattle drive for the Lazy Q. I'd like to recommend that Mr. Clanton and his boys be put in protective custody until they're ready to get on their train for Arizona.
Very well. It is so ordered. Court's adjourned.
This way.
Keep moving. Keep those guys out of town and get them out fast. Someone with a broken leg. Bunch of troublemakers.
There are your guns. You don't take them out of that sack until after you cross the Kansas line.
And I've got an order for you, too.
Oh?
Stay out of Arizona, you and them brothers of yours. If I catch you around Tombstone, you won't live.
You make my apologies to the conductor. Wild animals should be caged, but we didn't have time.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Wyatt Earp's decision to quit wearing a star and leave Dodge City provoked controversy which is still discussed to this day. Dodge City knew Marshal Earp as an honest peace officer who had helped change their town from a rowdy cow camp to a law-abiding small city. But the hoodlum element and some of their descendants used profanity in slandering Marshal Earp. Therefore, Dodge City's farewell to Wyatt was highly charged with emotion and suspense.
Stay here. Now rack those guns.
Yes, sir. Ain't you gonna arrest us?
No. You got lots of cause for celebrating. You go inside and yell and scream and laugh all you want to, but you rack your guns.
They ought to get a good pistol whipping.
No. They got a right to express their opinion of me if they want to. Just rack your guns. Now go on.
Thank you, Marshal.
What is this, Wyatt? I heard yelling and shooting.
These Texans seem to want to celebrate Wyatt's leaving town.
And Wyatt let him off.
Should have busted their skulls.
Don't be soft. Arrest them, Wyatt.
No, sir. I don't want any trouble the last days of my job. Now, it'd be pretty small of me to throw those men into jail because they express an honest opinion of me. And Doc, Morgan, you and Virgil stay out of the saloons. I don't want any fighting on my account. Morgan, you haven't gotten all the equipment together for our trip yet. You better hop to it.
Wyatt, I want to talk to you. This is serious.
Yes.
Why should anyone hate Wyatt? He's only done his job.
Well, no marshal ever won a popularity contest. Besides, Wyatt is a northerner in a town full of southerners, and the Civil War is not long over. You know, being from Georgia, it's a marvel I don't hate him myself.
They don't show any ordinary human gratitude. You could have killed 10 of them instead of just throwing them in jail. Why, do you realize in all the time you've been in Dodge, you only killed 1 man, and that by accident?
Yeah, well, 1 was too many.
Well, you're not leaving with a mere thank you. Judge Tobin and I have made up our minds to that.
No, wait a minute. I don't want a big fuss on anything. What's going on?
You'll find out. Come on in the store.
Oh.
And after prayers by Father Mahoney, why, I'll make my speech. Then Judge Tobin will present you with a testimonial plaque. You'll say a few words. We'll have the barbecue.
Wait a minute. Now, look, I thank you for all the kind words, but I don't want any testimonial.
Fush, that's just your modesty.
No, sir. It's just good common horse sense.
Indeed, now.
There are a lot of cowhands out there in those cow camps that don't like me. They might start trouble.
Disturbing the ceremony? I dare 'em. I'll turn out the GAR with guns as a guard of honor.
Well, you're going to have a big brawl, huh? With all those women and children around.
There'll be absolutely no disturbance.
I don't want to seem ungrateful, but...
I want you to go and talk to the judge, Wyatt. Don't make any decision until you've listened to the judge.
All right.
He's waiting for you in the office. I had a hunch I'd have trouble with you. Of all the difficult, stubborn, hard-headed... I take it back. You're a fine young man. God love you.
And you're the best, Mayor Kelly. I'll go see the judge. Well, I got a lot of friends in this town, Judge Tobin. I got a lot of enemies, too. A lot of them. I know it sounds ungracious, but I just don't think a testimonial is wise. I'm very grateful to you and Mayor Kelly and the rest of them, but I know that as soon as...
No, Wyatt. You don't know. Now, sit down, will you, please?
Yes.
Dodge City owes you a great deal, but you owe Dodge City something, too. Now, Jim has hired Neil Brown to take your place as marshal.
Well, Neil's a very good man.
Yes, but he's no Wyatt Earp. He needs the assurance that the whole town's behind him, that Dodge City will not tolerate hoodlums. Now, how would it look if word got around that we want to give Marshal Earp the send-off he deserves, but we're afraid there'll be a riot?
Well,
I know you think we're selfish, and we are. But you and Jim and I have worked a long time to bring law and order to Dodge.
Yes, sir, we have.
One more thing, Wyatt, and I want you to believe this. You'll be leaving us with some wonderful memories.
Well, sir, I was thinking of one memory I'd like to forget. And that was the day I first rode into your Dodge City. It was curiosity that led me to visit its Boot Hill. And as I looked around, I thought of the men buried there, both good and bad, and wondered how I'd fare as the new marshal of this violent cow town. Well, as it turned out, that moment of curiosity was mighty fortunate for me.
Howdy.
You related to the deceased?
Well, no, I'm just coming into town. Thought I'd stop by. This is your Boot Hill, huh?
That's right, mister. I'm Pete Bradshaw. I'm the sexton. I guess that's what you call it, but mostly I just dig graves.
You got a funeral today, huh?
Well, it ain't certain. The boys told me to get a grave ready. They aim to kill this new marshal that's coming here, Wyatt Earp.
Oh?
Yeah. You see, they chased Jack Allen, that's the old marshal, out of town. So George Hoover, that's the mayor. So George up and he hires this Wyatt Earp by telegraph. Seems like this here fella Earp made a big reputation in Wichita. I reckon this is big enough for Earp.
Well, it might be a little bit longer.
Oh, you know Earp?
Hmm.
How tall is he?
Oh, he's about, well, I'd say just about my height.
Well, you'd run to about 6'1"?
Just about.
6 inches I'll have to add onto this grave. Sure glad you come along, Mr.
Earp.
Yeah, Earp. Huh? You joking with me?
Well, I never joke in cemeteries, Mr. Bradshaw.
But you're just a young fella. You ain't hardly more than a boy.
Guess I kind of aged fast.
I kind of put my foot in it, didn't I?
Don't worry about it.
It's seeing you're such a good sport. I'm going to give you a tip. Don't walk down Front Street. That's the main drag. They'll be laying for you along Front Street.
They will, huh?
Yeah. Hoover and the deputies are holed up in the jail. That's on the plaza. So you go down one of the side streets and kind of sneak in the back door of the jail. That's my advice.
Thank you, but aren't you kind of talking yourself out of a good job?
Well, if it ain't you, it'll be somebody else. And this hole ain't gonna run away. Well, good luck, Mr. Earp.
Thank you, Mr. Bradshaw. And say you might make that about 6 inches wider, too. I like a lot of elbow room.
I saw a man with a star. It must be Wyatt Earp. Wyatt Earp's in town. Hey, Wyatt Earp is here.
Hey, you Wyatt Earp?
That's right.
Take care of your friend.
Stop moaning. You're not hurt that bad. Here, plug it up with that and go see the doc.
Hold it. Go pick up your friends. Bushwhackers.
Anybody else that doesn't like the new marshal?
Well, I found out there were. And the day Ned Buntline got himself into trouble and we found ourselves trapped, I was really scared.
Oh, no. What is it? Get out on your faces, everybody!
There's nobody alive in there.
We'll make sure. Burn it down. I'll cover you.
Now's our chance. I think they're reloading. Mr. Buntline, here's where I use your gun.
Of course, they weren't all unpleasant memories, Judge. I'll never forget my meeting with Shotgun Gibbs a year or so ago in Wyoming. I've been grateful for it ever since. He became the best deputy I ever had. Mr. Gibbs was a solitary man who lived in outlaw country and was determined to be left alone. That's all he wanted, was just to be left alone. When I rode up to his spread that day and was roped into hearing his theories about a peaceable life, well, it didn't take him long to show me that when he said he was a peaceable man, he could darn well prove it.
Can't you read?
Yeah, I can read, Mr. Gibbs.
Now, I'm a peaceable man. I love peace. But if I don't learn you, I'll have all creation a-riding in here. You any good with your fist?
Oh, pretty good.
Well, that's a relief. 'Cause I sure hate to whip a man who can't put up a decent fight.
Wouldn't you like to talk a little bit first?
Nope. You're too darn fancy. Stand still, will you?
All right.
You're too darn good with your fists.
Now, why don't you just agree to a little conversation, huh?
I come out here to get away from talk. You go put on your guns.
Where are yours?
I'm gonna fetch it right now.
Good.
Yes, sir, Mr. Gibbs did indeed fetch it. And as we went for our weapons, I was in for another surprise. I soon discovered the reason for his curious nickname.
Ain't you got a 45?
I like this. We'll shoot at my distance.
I'm taking unfair advantage, Mr. Gibbs. You can't do much damage at that distance with the shotgun.
You stay where you are. When I raise my gun, you start a firing.
You've had enough, Mr. Gibbs. Look, you want peace? I'm a peace officer.
Hear me? I'm a United States Deputy Marshal.
Let me see that pistol you shot me with. "12-inch barrel.
It's a buntline special. Hey, your shot almost blew my head off. What were you using?
It's a rifled slug, hand-loaded into a brass case. It's my own invention, but it takes a British Greener shotgun to handle it. You could have killed me, but you didn't do it. That makes me beholden to you.
Well, you'll have a chance to get even, Mr. Gibbs. Here.
And, Judge, I thought I was going to need Shotgun Gibbs the day the Bar Q boys turned out in Dodge, hoping to see me get beat up by Big Rance and his friends. Rance challenged me to a fight. His reputation with his fists had me worried, but, well, it was a challenge that could not be ignored without its effect. I didn't have much choice.
Your name, Rance?
Yeah.
Is that what you wanted?
Yeah. Give us first,
Wyatt, stop it! Stop it! What happened? Why is Wyatt fighting?
You had no choice.
You stop him! He's lost his mind! He'll put his eyes out! He'll blind him!
Can't stop a fight. Rance won't quit.
throw some water on it. You can take more of a beating than this.
No, Wyatt, please. You've whipped him. Jack,
Stay
get
back,
out.
Sally. Keep her back. He's had all he can take. All right. Anybody else want some?
Yeah, I do. Driscoll's can't whoop you. Us Rakels can.
No, Wyatt, don't fight anymore.
She's right. You're tired. Look, I either run this town or I don't. Come on, get up!
Well, when he finally did get up, he knew the Bar Q wasn't running Dodge City.
But remember, Wyatt, we all have more respect for the man wearing that star.
Maybe, but we shouldn't give him any excuse for a wild send-off.
Do you really mean that you'd leave Dodge without a fitting tribute to the work you've done? And let it be said that we're all scared of a few hoodlums?
I just haven't looked at it that way. Well, I guess I'll go through with it.
Ah, thank you, Wyatt.
Do me a big favor, will you?
Yes?
You try and persuade Mayor Kelly to limit his speech to a very, very, very short one.
Well, that'll be difficult. But I'll do my best.
Thank you, sir. I'll see you later.
Right, Wyatt.
Joe, it's good to see you.
Well,
Yeah, nice to see you.
It's good to see you, too.
Fine.
Been a long time. How are you? Almost time to commence and no sign of Wyatt.
He'll be here. He said he would.
We can delay a few minutes, Jim. And if he isn't here, you can use your long speech. Have you got it with you?
Have I? Right here. 20 minutes. And since our official guest of honor, Marshal Earp, has been detained on official business, I will ask Judge Tobin to show you the testimonial plaque we had made in Kansas City. I'm sure you will agree that the judge and I have spent your free will contributions wisely. Judge Tobin.
We decided on a silver star and an inscription plate mounted on a genuine mahogany shield. From the citizens of Dodge City to Marshal Wyatt Earp. At the risk of his life and facing many enemies, he gave us law and order.
And now, my friends, before I introduce the distinguished gentleman on the platform, I have an announcement to make. Here he comes now. Here he comes now.
Look, there's the marshal.
You're late, Wyatt. Come on up here, Wyatt.
Come on up, Wyatt. You're to sit there by the testimonial plaque.
Thank you.
The barbecue is about to begin, so I will not detain you long with my oration. But of Wyatt Earp, the man we honor today, it can truly be said, we love him for the enemies he has made. To paraphrase from Lord Macaulay, these enemies hate Wyatt Earp, and he will deserve our love so long as he is hated by such as they. Liars, thieves, poltroons, scoundrels, such they are, and such as they are, may all who hate him be.
Come on. I hope that you will believe that your hard and dangerous duty has been well worth while.
Thank you, sir. Better see what that shooting's about.
And now may I present this plaque.
on, Morg. Hop up in the wagon.
We'd rather have a new one made and send it to you in Arizona.
A new one without the bullet hole.
I'd rather have this one. I like those bullet holes. It's a special endorsement from the Bar W. Judge, thank you for everything.
Good luck, Wyatt.
Mayor Kelly?
Goodbye, Wyatt.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I go with you, please.
Later, my friend. You let me go out to Arizona and find out what it's all about first, huh? Morg? Roll 'em, Virgil.
Wait for me, Wyatt. Hold on a minute. You got another passenger. Any objections?
But, Doc, what would Arizona be like without you? Hop aboard.
Good luck, Wyatt.
Roll 'em, Virgil.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
Whiskey. It's good.
Better be.
No fight.
Now remember, they'll get you in the back room, start a poker game, accuse you of cheating, and try and shoot you in the back.
Try? Who's going to stop
Me.
against all these Arizona hoodlums? You better take another look around.
Of course, I realize it's risky. You can back out if you want to.
No. No, I guess I've lived long enough.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
When Wyatt Earp left Dodge City for Arizona Territory, he believed that his career as a peace officer was finished. He wanted to hang up his guns and earn a modest income as a rancher or a miner. Wyatt and his brothers were soon to learn that Arizona had become the last stronghold of the outlaw, a terrifying wilderness in which sheriffs and marshals were open allies of cattle thieves and stage robbers.
Hey there! Mind if I talk to you a minute? Is this the Earp party? I'm looking for Wyatt Earp and his brothers.
What's your business?
Hey, you must be Wyatt Earp. I've got your picture here with that long barrel .45. I'm Vic Bywater with Wells Fargo.
You could be a Wells Fargo agent.
Here's my old-timer's ring. It fits, you'll notice.
All right, Mr. Bywater. These are my brothers. Virgil Earp, Morgan Earp, our friend, Dr. John H. Holliday, Mr. Bywater.
Howdy. I've ridden all the way from Tombstone. The company sure needs you back there.
Well, we got other plans.
We're headed for Prescott.
Oh, wait a minute. I vote we give the horses a rest and give Mr. Bywater here a chance to speak his piece.
Well, thank you, Marshal.
I'm not a marshal of Dodge anymore. Of course, I'm still a U.S. deputy marshal, but I'm turning that badge in, too. That looks like a good spot over there. We can talk there, Mr. Bywater.
And you can't ranch in Arizona because the Clantons and other rustlers steal your cattle. Mining's not much good either. Road agents heist the ore and bullion. Fremont, the territorial governor, he doesn't seem to care much what goes on.
Well, you're exaggerating a little, aren't you?
No, Mr. Earp. If you think so, pay a visit to Bootjack's, the first town over the line.
What's so tough about Bootjack?
You ever hear of mysterious Dave Mather?
Mather? Is he in Bootjack?
Well, he runs the camp.
Now, what's so special about Mather?
I want him for murdering a man by the name of Mike DeGraff in Dodge City.
Let's head for Bootjack, Wyatt. I want Mather, too.
Now, hold on, Doc. We're heading for Prescott, remember? We're 2 days late now. My wife's going to be worried sick.
Well, you go on and take the trail to Prescott. You and Morgan. Doc, go pick out a horse.
Well, the company really needs you in Tombstone. Oh, Mather could wait.
No, sir. DeGraff was Doc's partner. Mather shot him in the back.
I thought you buried that star.
It isn't going to take Doc and me long. I'll catch up with you tomorrow.
But we've already got an undercover man in Bootjack. Now, he knows I'm looking for you to get you to come to Tombstone. Now, the company wants to give Mather enough rope, then we can close in on him.
He's had enough rope.
Look, it's no use arguing with him. Once his mind is set, that's it. Wyatt and Doc won't need any help in the two-bit hoodlum camp. Come on, let's push those wagons along.
All right.
Tend to it, Wyatt. We'll be crossing Apache country tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Big brother.
I'll ride along with the wagons if you have no objection.
What's the idea?
You want the solemn truth? Wells Fargo wants all the Earps I could find. I'm still hoping to hire you.
We might consider it. Nope. Arizona territory isn't as bad as he lets on. Wells Fargo can handle their own troubles. Come on.
Well, that settles that.
Mr. Earp. Our man in Bootjack is Fred Dodge. He's a husky blond boy with an Apache tomahawk tattooed on his left forearm. He's a member of Mather's gang, so let him make the first move to help you.
Right. Don't worry, we won't give him away.
Good.
You better check that bunt line with Virgil.
Yeah, that's right. Mr. Bywater, could I trade you guns for a day or so?
Of course. It's a company issue, but it's a good one.
Thank you. Doc, I want Mr. Mather alive.
You'll be lucky to get him dead. This is not Kansas, Wyatt. Just climb on your horse and start to pray.
King of clubs.
10 of diamonds.
You know, that tomahawk still bothers me.
That? It's good luck for me, boss.
Luck of cards ain't been so good lately.
I got away from the Apaches, didn't I? Cut him.
Let him in. Dump it. There ain't no 5,000 here.
We cleaned out the stage, that's all of it.
No. You're holding out.
You calling me a liar, Dave?
Yeah. And a cheat. The other boys, I want the rest of that money.
Yes, sir.
Well, it looks like Mather had a busy week.
Yeah. You ride into town first. Check and see whether Mather's wearing a star.
Isn't that a technicality?
We'll take him either way. If he's wearing a star, it'll cause complications.
Why? Let's just ride into town and kill him.
Not unless we have to.
Wyatt, this is not Kansas.
All right. I'll go in myself.
No. No, one man starts yelling Wyatt Earp, the whole camp will go to shooting. Besides, I probably have more friends in Bootjack than Mather has. May I remind you that most hoodlums like me? This is definitely a job for the scoundrel. So I will see you later.
It's me, Whitey.
Yeah?
You know a Dr. John H. Holliday?
Mm-hmm.
He just rode into town.
Alone?
Yes, sir. He wants to start a faro game, he says.
Uh-huh. Doc and me ain't exactly friends.
All right, we'll run him out.
No. Doc knows too many people. We gotta play this smart. Come on in.
Hi, Doc.
Hi, Doc. Remember me, Slim Cuniker, Amarillo.
Hello, Slim. Sure, I remember
I
you.
thought you'd be dead by now.
Red Dog Connie. It's good to see you. Let's have a drink. Bartender, these are all fine friends of mine. I want to buy for the lot of them.
Have a seat, Doc. Come on,
I
Doc.
don't
Sit
mind
down.
if I do. Red Dog, what have you been doing with yourself? You're looking real healthy.
Oh, I've been around.
There you go, Doc.
Bartender, where is Dave Mather?
Well, he's in and out.
In and out. Well, I want to open a fair game here, and the boys tell me I should talk to Dave.
Well, I got to get word to Whitey. He's Dave's right-hand man.
I wish you would. I'd be mighty obliged.
Thank you, Doc.
Come on, Doc. Let me pour you a little drink.
What do you mean, a little drink? That's the way it goes. Now, my last dental case was a longhorn steer valued at $300. Took 8 men to chloroform that steer, and then I found out he had an impacted molar. Well, when I told Lander, the owner, I was going to have to use a chisel and a hammer, I thought he'd throw a conniption fit. All right, excuse me, boys.
Doc.
Yeah?
Well?
Well, what?
How'd you get the tooth out?
Get it out? Son, I took all of them out.
Just what do you want here?
Well, nothing drastic. I just want to open a faro game, not rob the establishment.
Mather doesn't like you. Take my advice and get out of town.
What if I stay?
Somebody will accuse you of cheating, and you'll be shot in the back.
Well, that's right to the point. But why?
We have enough trouble. And you seem friendly with a lot of the boys.
Sounds logical.
I know Mather. Get out of town.
Well, I'll think about it. By the way, what name do you use other than Whitey?
Just that name.
Holiday didn't leave town. He's opened a big game at the Roadhouse. Go tell Lucas and Gennaro I want to see him.
Doc isn't here for trouble, boss. He knows you run this camp. If he wanted to fight, he'd come right straight to you, wouldn't he?
I don't want any chatter. Tell Lucas and Gennaro I want to see him.
Yes, sir.
It's tough luck, Red Dog. That tray is unhappy for you.
Wait a minute, I'm playing here too, Doc.
What's the matter, Slim? Aren't you losing fast enough? All right, it's a 6 and pay a 6. Well, you're finally getting lucky.
Doc, you sure are lucky.
Well, that's why I'm in the business. There's a 4, and we'll pay another 4.
I'm gonna try that queen one more time.
Hold it, Doc. Let's see that deal box.
Sir, are you suggesting I might resort to some form of subterfuge?
I think this box is ready.
Fire! All right, everybody, just take it easy. Mathers in the shack. Go on, I'll cover you. Hurry up.
Hit the floor! He wants Mather. Come on. He's on the ropes around the place. Get around. Come on down, or if you ain't got it, check. Can you see him? No, he moved on the other side of the house.
You'll never catch him now.
Somebody turn him loose.
Well, never mind. Where's Doc?
Sounds like he's putting up a fight.
Stupids. We'll have to do it ourselves. Come on.
Hold it! Lift your hands. I said lift your hands.
You in, Doc.
That's better.
You had no cause to do that.
Never mind. Move toward the shack.
What are you aiming to do?
I can't think of everything. I forgot some cord to tie your hands.
Well, that's shooting down there.
Well, now, maybe it's 4th of July. Get inside.
Come on! Sparks are flying in there. He'll set the place on fire!
It's just a trick. He's still on the roof.
All right, you men inside there. You throw your guns out on the porch and come out with your hands up or I'm coming in after you.
Mather and Waddy take care of you, Earp.
Now, there's 6 men scattered around here with bullet holes in them. I'll take care of Mather. You men take care of your friends. That makes 7. Now get busy.
Kill him, Doc. He wasn't at Dodge with me.
I won't kill him. Can't afford to. Cartridges cost almost a nickel apiece now. Apache tomahawk. Nice fella.
2 of these men need a doctor. I'll go find one and bring him here as soon as I leave town.
If you don't, I'm liable to come back here, and then two of you won't need a doctor.
Yes,
sir.
On your horse. You throw bullets around like a drunken millionaire.
They had me cornered. Don't you ever do your own fighting, Mather?
Doc ain't out of this yet.
Shut up.
I'm for hanging him right here in Bootjack.
No, he gets a trial. Besides, I want him to think about that rope for a few weeks. You're too kind, Dr. Holliday. You're much too kind.
Well, we missed the wagons.
Yep. About 10 miles ahead of us would be my guess. Well, we'll rest the horses here, make some breakfast, then catch up with them.
You aiming to feed Mather?
That's right. Come on, lie down from there.
Wyatt, where do you figure you'll find any John Laws in Arizona? I favor shooting him right now.
And I favor turning him over to a John Law, even if I have to take him all the way to Prescott.
No. You stand aside. Wyatt Mather's a no-good murdering skunk. Before we know it, we're going to have his gang from Bootjack on us. I'll ask you just once more. Step aside.
Doc, you are sick. Give me that flask. You have a drink first, Doc. And if you feel like shooting me, that's what you're going to have to do.
Why didn't you draw on me?
Because the truth is, I'm still fond of you.
If you stop hiding, Mather. I guess we're all bait for the buzzards now. I'd rather die fighting beside Wyatt than against him.
Doc's right, you know. If Whitey and the Bootjack boys won't take me, other outfits will. There ain't no law in Arizona, Earp.
Yeah, I'm commencing to find that out. But at the moment, I'm concerned about brewing some coffee.
That could be Earp's campfire. Now, let's get one thing straight. I want a chance to talk some sense into Earp.
He's a born Johnny Law. He'll never be nothing else.
Sure. But Earp and Doc Holliday could kill Dave before we got close. Now, how about it? You want Mather and some of us to get killed? Or do you want to try to make a deal first?
That makes good horse sense to me, Whitey.
I'm with you, Whitey.
All right. Now, fan out, and I'll do the talking.
Wyatt, listen. That's either Mather's boys or the Apaches. You want to run for it?
No. Let's get Mather in the rocks. Come on.
Leave the horses here. Hold it! Hold it! Wait right here, but cover me. Hey, Earp! Wyatt Earp! I want to talk to you. We'll hold our fire.
That's Whitey, my best man. I told you he'd come.
Let's fight it out, Wyatt.
No. I'll talk to him.
Marshal Earp?
That's right.
I'm Fred Dodge at Wells Fargo. I can't give you any proof of that unless Big Bywater found you. If he did, a tattoo on my left arm is enough.
He found me.
Good. Then I can give it to you straight. You're never going to get Mather to a jail, and you'll be dead within the hour if you try. I'm sorry, but you'll have to turn him loose. I can stay undercover, keep close track of him, and continue my reports.
When are you going to turn him over to the law? You got all you need on him now.
As soon as there is a law. Right now, a handful of Wells Fargo agents can't do very much.
Isn't there any law in Prescott, Tucson?
One on a sheriff. And you'll never get Mather that far, even if you got him away from here. He's in cahoots with old man Clanton and that Tombstone crowd.
Well...
Mr. Earp, I don't lie to you when I tell you that outlaw gangs in Arizona are thicker than Apaches. You haven't got a chance of taking him in. We've stalled too long now. Give me Mather. My life depends on it. And so does yours.
All right, I'll turn him loose.
Hold your fire! He's turning Dave loose!
Doc? Maybe Whitey was lying to us. There must be some law in Arizona.
Well, I never heard of any. Why, do you ever hear the story of Death's Head Jones, the patron saint of Arizona territory?
No?
Well, they tried to hang Jones 3 separate times, and each time the rope broke. The 4th time they tried to hang him, the devil appeared on the gallows.
Oh?
Devil said, boys, there ain't no sense trying to hang Jones again, 'cause I don't want him. Just send him to Tombstone, Arizona. Of course, it's only a story, but it might give you some idea.
Tombstone, huh? Well, I don't know what Virgil and Morgan are going to do, but I think I'll take a look at that little city. Yes, sir, I'm heading for Tombstone.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Tombstone is 4 miles by the left fork. But I guess my poker game in Galeyville could wait.
Well, I doubt that, Doctor. Anyway, I'm going into Tombstone alone.
Taking off your guns?
That's right. You hang on to them for me, would you?
If you're going in alone, you better keep them.
No, sir. I'm going into Tombstone as a land agent for the Earp Brothers Incorporated. I'm not a marshal anymore. Anyway, an unarmed stranger's a lot safer than a fella toting guns.
Wyatt and Tombstone, they don't care if a man is armed or not. They just shoot him in the back. And then they search his body to see what they can steal.
Yeah, I almost forgot that. Hang on to that for me, too, will you? So long, Doc.
You stubborn ox. You'll find out, and soon, when you meet up with the Clamptons.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
When Wyatt Earp headed for Tombstone, he was riding toward the toughest town in the American West. A town built on one of the richest silver deposits ever discovered.
In Tombstone, a miner was shot in the back for a few bags of silver ore. Immigrant miners fought outlaw cowboys on Allen Street. Violence ruled Tombstone, which had but one peace officer. An effort was made to blow up the city jail as a gesture of contempt for the dirty politics in Tombstone.
All right, bring him out here. Come on, bring him out here, boy. Come on. Well learned, you miners, to stay away from the bird cage. It's on. All right, boys, get to work.
Come on now, boys, stop it.
Miss Cash,
What are you trying to do, Denver? Start a riot?
just greasing, fellas.
We'll get even.
And they sure will. Why don't you turn them loose, Denver?
The bird cage is our hangout. We don't want no dirty miners around here. The Oriental Saloon is theirs. They should stay there. Plaster them good.
All right, plaster them good and then have your fight. I'll get the hospital ready.
Get busy with those feathers.
There's some water for you, Candy.
Whoa, stranger. You have to pay me first.
What is it, champagne?
No, sir, it's my water. 2 bits a gallon. The trough belongs to the Oriental.
Where's the public trough?
Young fella, there ain't no free water in Tombstone. We haul this water from way down in the valley.
Way down the valley, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right, here's $50. Give me 2 gallons, huh?
Well, thank you, young fella. Oh, say, mister, how many horse swallows is 2 gallons?
Hold it, cowboy. Get your horse away from our trough.
This ain't exactly your trough, Mr. Grogan. It belongs to the Oriental.
You keep out of this, Powder. No cowboys allowed around the Oriental. It belongs to us miners.
I'm not a cowhand, friend.
Take him to the bird cage. That's where he belongs.
Mister, you shouldn't have done that.
My fight.
I'm next.
All right, no more fight. Take my horse on over to the bird cage.
Pour some water on him. He needs it.
All right, boys, give us a hand. Take him out.
Got an awful lump on his head. Give me a hand.
He's no friend of mine, lady.
You help me. Those miners will come out and beat him some more.
This ain't my fight, lady.
Denver! Denver!
Yes, Miss Flynn?
Oh, Denver, give me a hand with this cowboy.
Dr. Goodfellow. Thank heavens you're here. The fighting may start any minute.
Now, who is it this time?
The cowboys and the miners again.
Don't you ever give up, Nellie? Cowboys, outlaws, these miners. You're wasting your sympathy, and I'm wasting my time.
Oh, Jose, come and get this man, will you? Take the next bed right over there. Easy now. Take it easy.
Well, come in, come in.
You take a lot of time with this miner. What about the cowboy?
He'll have to wait his turn.
He's not in bad shape, Miss Clanton. That miner over there looks like he's got a broken rib.
The miners started the fight. I saw it.
You saw it?
He could have killed all four of them with his fists. That coward hit him with a club.
Now, that should hold him till I can get back to him.
You look at the cowboy next, huh?
Cowboy now?
What do you think, Doc?
I'm afraid I'll have to operate on this one, Nellie.
But you said the cowboy's next.
All right, all right. Jose.
See?
Pressure bandage for this fellow's head.
See?
Doctor, you attend the miners, and a cowboy's turned over to someone else.
Miss Clanton, this cowboy hasn't even got a cracked skull. That miner needs surgery. Now, don't pester me. I'm busy.
Howdy. Where am I?
Tombstone. Well, this is Dr. Goodfellow, and I'm Nellie Cashman. I have the Cashman Hotel next door. You've got a wallop on the head.
Must be pretty handy with your fists.
For a cowboy. Usually you fellas are only handy with your guns.
Cowboy. You think I'm a cowhand, huh?
Our local paper calls you fellas cowboys.
Doctor, I'm not a cowboy. I just came town to try and buy some real estate. I hope those miners aren't too bad hurt.
Fractured jaw, busted rib. I should charge you for the operations, but you better leave town. You can't fight 3,000 miners.
Doc, you look tired. Why don't you go on in the hotel and have your dinner, huh?
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Friendly old cuss, ain't
You gave him an awful lot of extra work today.
he? Miss Cashman, I didn't start that fight. I was just trying to water my horse.
Well, those miners had just been greased and feathered by cowboys, and you're a cowboy, so it doesn't matter who started it. What's your name?
Well, I seem to remember Charlie Jones.
Charlie Jones. Well, it suits me. Mr. Jones, you'd be doing me a favor if you left town.
Why?
Because I'm trying to stop a big shoot-up between the cowboys and the miners.
Miss Cashman, I'm not a cowboy and I'm not a miner.
You're dressed like one. Emma Clanton had a Clanton rider bring you in here, and she says you're a cowboy.
Well, no. And by the way, where's my horse?
My stable?
Thank you.
Don't thank me. Just leave Tombstone. Emma's probably rounding up that Clanton gang right now. They've just been itching for an excuse to raid this town, and I'm afraid you're it.
Where's your marshal?
It's an old man.
What about the sheriff?
His office is in Tucson. That's 90 miles from here. Well, there isn't any law here, Mr. Jones. No law at all.
You have a room for me over at your hotel?
Yes, but... Mr. Jones, you ought to leave Tombstone before sunup.
The Clantons need a better excuse than me. What about the miners? What are you going to do about them?
Well, Mr. Gerd is the biggest mine operator here. I could talk to him.
Well, then I'll think about leaving town. You seen my boots?
Oh.
Thank you. When'd you, first start being the peacemaker of Tombstone?
I wouldn't say I'm that. I just happen to like it here, Mr. Jones.
A lot of people tell you this is a pretty rough town. And it is. But it can be a fine place to live. People around here just need to realize that there's room for everybody here without anybody being taken advantage of.
Miss Cashman, you're quite a lady.
I know how you feel, boys, but I'll tell you this. If the Clantons come to make a fight, I'll unlock the company guns.
What about that cowboy?
If you think he ought to be run out of town, go ahead. But no company guns.
Yes, sir.
Papa, he can fight. He put 3 miners in the hospital with his fists.
Most likely I'll hire him.
Don't hurry. Nellie Cashman will turn him over to the miners. The boy should ride into Tombstone and help him.
No, it ain't sensible to make a big fight with him. Just set up a holler for a real Johnny Law in Tombstone. If this cowboy can shoot, baby, you hire him on the spot.
He wasn't carrying guns.
Maybe he had to sell them for grub. Take him a couple of mine.
Thanks, Papa. Can I start now?
At night?
Well, I was just afraid that maybe...
Em, honey, I promised your ma you'd be raised a lady, and by the holy, you've been raised a lady, and no lady rides into Tombstone after dark.
All right, Papa. Morning, then. Night.
Night, baby.
Who's there?
Nellie Cashman.
Come in.
Mr. Jones, there's been a lot of ugly talk amongst the miners. Won't you please get out of here before it's too late?
Miss Cashman, I'm afraid it's already too late. Take a look out that window. Necktie party?
They promised me they'd let you leave. Now, I don't know what's happening. They're wearing guns. Maybe you better stay here in the hotel.
Has Tombstone always been divided between the miners and the cowboys?
Afraid it's not that simple, Mr. Jones. You see, the cowboys are what we call insiders. That means that they're inside the 10% ring that boss this territory. And the Clantons are with them, so they're insiders, too.
And what about the miners?
Outsiders. They want a decent town, and they fight against the 10% ring and the Clantons.
Well, where does your marshal stand?
Fred White's out of town. Now, Mr. Gird's still our best chance. He can control the miners if... Miners all around the hotel. Papa loaned you these guns. So you are a cowboy.
No, Miss Nellie. But I've never been run out of town.
All right, give me half an hour. Mr. Gird.
Oh, Miss Cashman.
Mr. Gird, you promised me that you'd let him leave town.
You didn't tell us he was a Clanton gunslinger.
But he's not. I'm sure he's not.
Didn't the Clanton girl just take his guns into him?
Yes, but... What do your men plan to do?
Chief White isn't here, so we're going to take him to jail ourselves. I won't have my men being beaten up by a Clanton.
He is a Clanton man. You know he won't stay there 5 minutes.
I can't control my men unless I make the effort. Now you tell Jones to come on out here unarmed and surrender to me.
Nellie. It's all fixed. You surrender to Gerd, he puts you in jail, and then one of Clanton's judges gets you out of jail.
I'm sorry.
Well, then would you at least try to get out of town?
All right, I'll hear that much.
Come on, follow me.
Miners?
They're waiting for you. There's an old mine shaft down in the cellar. You could follow the drift to the edge of town, and I'll stall them for a few minutes until you get a head start.
Right.
Oh, you wait here. I'll send Jose with a lantern.
Thank you.
You go left the first stope. Turn right and follow narrow drift.
Thank you.
Left to edge of town, senor.
Who's that behind me?
See?
Mr. Jones? Mr. Jones? I wonder where he could have gone.
Down the mine stope in your cellar. But we'll get him. Now, I know you mean well, Nellie, but you keep out of it.
All right, you two boys go in this one and start towards Allen Street from here.
Come down here and you get a bullet.
Don't shoot. You might hit Tad or Mike.
Jose, put him in the last bed, will you? Take it easy. Take the bed over there. Easy. Jose, can you get this man?
Mr. Gerd, you and Miss Nellie are fools. Besides these men, how many has he killed?
None we could find, and we can't find him either.
Now, Doc, Mr. Jones is a decent man. After all, he could have killed 15 or 20 men.
Decent? If he had 1 ounce of decency, he would have killed them. Now I've got to work all day extracting 45 slugs.
My company will pay you, Doctor.
I don't need money. I need time.
Wyatt, what are you doing, mining or fighting?
I've been fighting.
Where have you been and where are my guns?
I got them right here. Is the fight still going on, or did you get selfish?
What, with 3,000 miners? You want to do some fighting, there's still plenty left. I'm going to go and try and find Dick Gerd. He's the head of the miners. He ought to be over at the hospital. Well, you hang on to those guns, they're Emma Clanton's. Yeah, you were right, Doc. This is the meanest town I ever saw.
Sure emptied this street. What do you got against Dick Gerd?
You could have called the miners off, being as that he runs them.
Does he know who you are?
Oh, he thinks I'm a cowboy. Wait here, would you?
Don't worry, Sam. You'll be back in action in no time.
Mr. Gerd, I'd like to talk to you outside.
You? I'd like nothing better.
Mr. Gerd, if you want to go on with this fight, you're going to be next. Now, when I came into this town, I was unarmed and alone.
A Clanton is never alone.
Him a Clanton? Looks like I'll have to introduce you, gentlemen. Dick Gerd, I want you to meet Wyatt Earp.
Wyatt Earp? In Dodge City?
Look out!
Well, you're Wyatt Earp, all right. I'll tell my boys the fighting's over.
Come on, you ain't hit that bad.
Maybe it's just begun.
What makes you think so? We miners made a mistake about him. We won't bother him again.
Can you vouch for the Clantons, too?
They won't start anything without a reason.
The deacon has the miserable character of a man who can't turn his back on evil, and Tombstone is evil.
Well, Doc, I ain't going to be here that long.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
That's Allen Street. I figure they'll come in from that end of town.
Why do you need me for this?
Well, they know you're here. They'll be expecting you to help me. Now, we need to be on both sides of the street, so they're going to have to fan out.
Well, it's a good trap, Wyatt, but it'll only work once. You'll never have a better chance to thin out the Clantons. Sorry I can't help you.
You still insist on killing them, huh?
It's a matter of principle. 2 men, even us, couldn't take care of a dozen Clantons on Allen Street without using your scheme. Even the Apaches couldn't have thought of a better one. But I know you'll waste it by just winging a few of them. This is art, and it revolts me to see you perverting it to a mere moral lesson. Good day, sir.
So long, Doc.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Wyatt's violent introduction to the mining camp of Tombstone and his discovery of the brutal lawlessness there convinced him that it was no place for his brothers or himself. The Earps would be outsiders in a town and county dominated by the corrupt political ring who were called the Insiders. Wyatt was sick to his soul of fighting, and to wear a star and tombstone would be, he foresaw, his own death warrant.
Yeah. To Virgil and Morgan Earp, Prescott, Arizona Territory. Tombstone, no town for us. Leaving for Prescott immediately. Wyatt.
I wouldn't use the expression leaving immediately.
Doc, you're out of character. I'm the one supposed to give you good advice, remember? Send that right away, will you?
But you can't leave immediately, Mr. Earp.
Why not?
Well, our chief special agent asked me to tell you he'd be here at noon. He wants to see you.
You tell him I'm leaving. You get that off right away.
Yes, sir, but Mr. Earp will be here till noon. I'll bet on that.
Wyatt.
Miss Cashman, Mr. Good send you to argue with me?
You know I never listen to honest, well-meaning people. The fact remains, you wouldn't get 10 miles outside of this town without being bushwhacked by the Clantons.
Trying to scare me?
Watch yourself.
Hey, Doc. $50 on Earp that he lasts 10 miles.
It's a sucker bet, Doc. The Clantons ain't even got word of it yet.
I don't bet on a friend's life.
Well, he ain't our friend, and we've already bet.
Look out.
You didn't have to kill him.
He was sent here to kill you. Deacon, if you won't accept the truth about Tombstone, leave it like a frightened dog.
Who's there?
It's Nellie Cashman and Mr. Gerd.
Door's not locked. Come on in.
Good morning, Marshal.
Good morning, Miss Cashman.
You remember Mr. Gerd?
Sure. Good morning, Mr. Gerd. Fighting still called off?
Yeah?
Go ahead, Mr. Gerd.
Well, our town needs a man like you, and besides, I don't want any more of my men in the hospital.
Marshal, the other miners have appointed Mr. Gerd here to talk to you for them.
Go ahead.
Well, we've sent for Sheriff Scheibel over at Tucson, and we want him to appoint you as the special deputy here in Tombstone. Now, hold on a minute, Mr. Earp. Let me have my say. We feel that,
We all set, Papa. Now, can we go?
Just hold it, Finn. We haven't got the word from Emma yet.
It's Earp, Papa. Word's all over Tombstone.
We don't move on gossip, Ike. Put this in the boot, Finn, and will you put your hat on?
Yes, Papa.
what route can you take? Clanton's cowboys control every water hole from Old Mex to the McGowan.
That's true, Marshal. You wouldn't get 20 miles.
Well, Dr. Holliday has a lot of friends around. A doc and 6 good guns, I could make a run for it.
I'm afraid the Citizens Council doesn't exactly approve of Dr. Holliday.
Well, they don't, huh? Well, Dr. Holliday just now saved my life. Yesterday, you and Miss Clanton had to help me. Now, I'm beholden, and I don't like it.
And make your own fight with the Clantons here.
If I do that, will you let Doc and me handle things?
Yes. Now, I know that the council doesn't approve of Dr. Holliday, but after all, he and Wyatt are good friends, and besides, Doc's mighty handy with a gun.
All right, all right. Anything to keep you from riding into ambush in the desert.
Thank you. Now, look, if the Clantons do come into Tombstone...
We shouldn't ride into
just a
Tombstone.
girl,
What
ma'am.
do you know about
Push up,
fighting?
Finn. You too, Ike.
Thanks, Papa. Earp and Holiday are awful good in a fight.
But we can take them.
Maybe and maybe not. Why don't you wait for Brocious, Ringo, and the McClowry boys?
She's got a point.
All we want is Earp. You said yourself not to make a big push on Tombstone. Only get him to Hireland a lot of Johnny Laws.
Yeah, I did say that.
I'm thinking of the family name, Papa. No point in going into Tombstone and making a play you maybe won't win.
Maybe, you ain't so worried about us.
What you mean, Ike?
I'll tell you what he means. Earp's a right good-looking fella, so now maybe Sis...
Emma! You're a lady.
He's as good as said I'm stuck on Earth.
Finn, you apologize.
Oh, Papa.
Apologize.
I didn't mean it.
Just same, 'tis a good idea to stop Earp's clock from ticking. Hush up. We're riding into Tombstone. Emma, you got too much Clanton in you to get stuck on a Johnny Law.
I most certainly have.
Just the same, you might be able to set him up for us,
What do I do, Papa?
Tell you inside. Move him out, Finn. I'll catch up with you.
That's Allen Street. Figure they'll come in from that end of town.
Why do you need me for this?
Well, they know you're here. They'll be expecting you to help me. Now, we need to be on both sides of the street, so they're going to have to fan out.
Well, it's a good trap, Wyatt, but it'll only work once. You'll never have a better chance to thin out the Clantons. Sorry I can't help you.
You still insist on killing them, huh?
It's a matter of principle. Two men, even us, couldn't take care of a dozen Clantons on Allen Street without using your scheme. Even the Apaches couldn't have thought of a better one. But I know you'll waste it by just winging a few of them. This is art, and it revolts me to see you perverting it to a mere moral lesson. Good day, sir.
So long, Doc. Clanton?
Pop isn't coming after you. I talked him out of it.
Why?
We just don't want to stir up a hornet's nest in Tombstone. After all, it's our town, and there's no sense in getting it bloodied over one John Law.
I'm not a John Law now.
Why don't you apologize to Pop about what happened in Dodge? He can always use a gun like you.
I'll think about it.
Let's walk someplace, huh?
You want to show me Boot Hill?
You think I'm lying to you.
No, it's just that I have to stay close to Allen Street.
Why?
Well, I'm expecting some friends.
All right. We'll walk on Allen Street.
It'll be an honor, man.
Come on, let's get a move on. We've got 5 more of these rat traps to set.
It kind of looks like you're trying to protect me from something.
Oh, sure, another woman.
Well, the only other woman I know around here is Nellie Cashman.
That hymn singing busybody.
Would you like to sing hymns?
Not since Papa quit making me go to Sunday school.
Miss Clanton, you're a strange mixture. Your father's just about everything that's wrong with Tombstone in this part of Pima County. He's a rustler and a killer.
Stop it.
And you can't make up your mind whether you're a sure enough Clanton or whether you're just a girl that happened to be born a Clanton.
You're wrong about Papa. He doesn't rustle. He doesn't have to. There are thousands of stray cattle from old Mexico.
I still think your papa's coming into town to gun me.
That's not true. He asked me to hire you right now.
No thanks.
Then I'll ride with you to Benson. You can catch a train there.
What if I say no thanks to that, too?
Then you deserve whatever happens.
Just walked with Emma Clanton up Allen Street.
She's still with him?
No, she just left town, and mad.
Couldn't set him up, huh? Is Wyatt still out there?
Yeah?
You go tell Dick Gerd that Wyatt'll be on one side of the street and I'll be on the other. You got the miner station in the shafts?
Sure, but I thought you and Earp had a fight.
Nothing unusual about that, O'Fenner. Wyatt and I are always having fights.
Yes, sir.
Hold it, boys. It looks like Nellie Cashman. Finn? Morning, Miss Nellie.
Mr. Clanton, I'm asking you to turn back.
Will you take an Earp side?
This isn't a question of taking sides. You and I haven't always agreed on everything, but we've never actually taken sides against each other, now have we? Why don't you turn your boys back before a lot of our people get hurt?
Well, this is a personal matter, man. The town won't get shot up none as long as the miners don't mix in it.
But the miners will mix in it, and you know they will. You're starting something that could finish Tombstone. Won't you change your mind? I'm sorry, Mr. Clanton. Sorry for all of us.
So am I. So am I.
Good day.
Good day, Miss Nellie. Let's put the horses up, boys. We can take him better on foot.
Stay on your own side, Deacon.
You wing him or stay out of it.
Just as you say.
Hey, Papa, Doc Holliday.
2 guns against all of us. Shut up. Spread out, boys. Make yourselves a small target.
Take cover! After him, boys! Don't let him get away! Hold it! Hold it! To the Oriental! It's a dirty Yankee trick!
That's enough, Doc. They're whipped.
Just one more, Wyatt.
Hold it, Doc.
Looks like you boys been having yourself a time.
I want you to meet Wyatt Earp from Dodge, Sheriff Scheibel from Tucson, and Marshal White.
Earp.
Earp?
The Clantons came into town after me. They're holed up in the Oriental Saloon, what's left of them.
Go ahead and arrest them.
No, not yet, Fred. Mr. Earp, I suggest we go in the jail and talk about this whole situation.
Not me. I haven't had breakfast yet. See you later, gentlemen.
Thanks, Doc.
Not at all, son. Hey, Joe, pick up those wounded cowboys and take them over to Miss Neller's hospital. The minute my back is turned, old Clanton does this.
Ease off, Fred. I want to explain a few things to Marshal Earp.
It's Mr. Earp, Sheriff.
Oh, no, it isn't. Washington didn't accept your resignation as Deputy United States Marshal. Read this.
Charlie, I want to arrest old Clanton now.
Keep your shirt on. Just arresting Clanton won't mean a thing. See, Marshal? All you can do now is refuse to serve.
Marshal White?
Yeah?
We caught these men in our mine. I want them locked up for trespassing.
Right this way, Mr. Guard.
Fred's gonna get himself killed.
Shouldn't the Clantons be arrested?
Not by Fred White, no. He's only a fair hand with a gun. Here's a deputy star. If you want Clanton arrested, pin it on.
Sheriff, all I want to do is leave Tombstone.
All right. I'll get a posse and escort you to Benson.
No, sir, I don't need a posse.
That's the only way you'll get to the railroad alive.
I can't do that, and you know it. Sheriff, you're dealing from the bottom of the deck.
Yes, I am. The Citizen Safety Council here needs good young peace officers. You're young and you're good.
Well, Mr. Earp, worked out pretty well. Too bad Clanton caught on so fast. But you can arrest him at the Oriental.
Mr. Earp doesn't like the idea, Dick. None of it.
I told Miss Nellie we couldn't force him.
It's not that. Now, you got a crooked judge in this town, name of Griscom. Marshal White, he arrests hoodlums, throws them in jail, and the judge lets them go scot-free.
That's going to be fixed, Marshal.
When?
Special election.
Yes, we have a man, Wells Spicer. With him on the bench, you can throw hoodlums into jail and be sure they'll stay there.
No use, Dick. Without finding another chief deputy.
Johnny, I'm going over to the Oriental. The old man's only got 3 or 4 men left.
No, Mr. White.
What's that? You mean you've been appointed my deputy?
That's right. I'm going to arrest Clanton. You let me do it as a personal favor, huh?
To get you, I'd do a lot of personal favors.
Hey, Mr. Gert, is there a way underground through the mine shafts to the back of the Oriental?
We'll find out. Come along.
Marshal, can I borrow that sawed-off shotgun?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Neat. See you later.
Good luck. What do you think, Fred?
You give me Earp, and then ask me what I think.
He can't win. The Clantons and the 10% ring at Tucson can't afford to let him win.
Dirty Yankee trick. That's what it was. Trap holes in Allen Street. Now I ask you, is that fair?
No, it ain't.
I'm telling you, us from the South is making our last stand right here in Arizona territory. And no blue-bellied Yankee from Illinois is coming into Tombstone and pulling more sneaky tricks.
All right, put up your hands.
Lift it.
All right, you Clantons, face the bar. This won't do you no good, Earp. I said face the bar, Mr. Clanton. Raise them high. All right, Mr. Clanton, you drop that gun belt. Reach for the buckle. Put your hands back up. Rest of you, lift them high. Mr. Clanton, I don't want to have to hurt you. We're all going to take a nice walk to the jail. And you boys go for your guns. I'm going to cut Mr. Clanton right in half.
He'd do it too, boys. Watch yourselves.
Let's walk.
Case dismissed. Pick up your guns. Sorry you were put to this inconvenience, Mr. Clanton.
That's all right, Judge. You didn't have nothing to do with it. Johnny Law, I'll give you till sundown to get out of Tombstone.
And you, Deputy, you better be just a little more careful after this. Mr. Clanton and his cowboys are good, honest citizens. Just remember that, sonny boy. Oh! Sheriff, I charged this man with bodily assault.
You arrested him, Judge. I wish you'd do that.
I'll help you, Wyatt. But I'll never wear a star.
You have to wear the star. I'll deputize you only when there's trouble.
Me or Johnny Law?
That's right. But you don't have to wear the star. You can keep it in your pocket.
If anybody ever called me Deputy Holliday, I'd kill him. By the very sound of it, just about...
Marshal Earp! Papa wants to know if you're leaving town by sundown.
Well, you tell him no, Miss Emma.
You're a fool. Do you want to leave in a coffin?
I haven't ordered one.
Oh. And as for you, Dr. Holliday, you keep associating with him, and you'll get it too.
The star, please. Just drop it in my pocket.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Hold her right there, mister. Who are you?
Deputy Sheriff Earp, Tombstone.
How many men did you bring? She's probably got a posse hiding in the brush. What are you doing here?
I have a warrant for Mr. Clanton. Charge of horse stealing.
You think you are going to arrest Mr. Clanton? Oh. The old man ain't home. There ain't nobody home.
When will Mr. Clanton be back?
That's his business. Now you push on back to Tombstone pronto.
Mister, I don't like to have a gun pointed at me. You cock that rifle and you won't hear it click.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory,
and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
Against his better judgment, Wyatt made his decision to serve as Chief Deputy Sheriff of Tombstone. In fact, as historians have pointed out, Wyatt was trapped in Tombstone by the threat of Old Man Clanton to bushwhack him if he left, and by his own stubborn bravery.
He's hurt.
You know him, Doc?
Mm-hmm. Herm Ritter wanders around the territory trading horses. A vigorous outdoor life makes men like him indestructible.
He must be indestructible. 3 slugs in him. Lost a lot of blood.
Means nothing. They never die till the sand begins running out.
Mr. Ritter, who shot you?
Where's Fred White?
Herm, this is Marshal Wyatt Earp from Dodge City.
Earp? No joking. What's an honest man like you doing in the Arizona Territory?
We shanghaied him. Tell Earp who shot you, Herm.
The Clantons. Who else? Ran off 20 head of horses. A whole string.
Where are the horses now, Mr. Ritter?
I can answer that. In Old Man Clanton's corral. Right, Herm?
Yeah.
Herm Ritter, you been in a gunfight?
He got bushwhacked by the Clantons.
What? I have a recurring dream. I dream that Old Man Clanton's under anesthetic and I have a knife in my hands. The knife slips and I wake up. I wonder what Hippocrates would say. Now, I'll see you in about an hour.
Oh, Doc.
Huh?
It's all right to give him some water, isn't it?
Yeah, not too much.
Here you are, Mr. Ritter. Not too much now.
I'll do it.
Thank you. I'll write out a warrant.
Good. Mr. Gurdon, I'll help you find a posse.
No, Miss Nellie.
Don't joke, Wyatt.
I'm not joking. I gotta get the horses first. A warrant's no good without evidence of theft.
But you can't go out there alone.
It's the only way I can go out there. Mr. Ritter?
Yes, sir.
I want you to take your time, but I want you to tell me everything that happened.
Wyatt, excuse me, Mr. Ritter, but I'm morally responsible for this man. Now, take Fred White with you. At least swear in some special deputies.
The more men I take out there, the less chance I'm going to have of finding those horses. I'm going to find them, and I'm going to arrest Mr. Clanton.
And they'll simply shoot you down.
He's Wyatt Earp, sure enough. You go back to your hotel and don't worry about him, Miss Nellie.
All right, I'll go get Doc Holliday. Maybe he can keep you from committing suicide.
Miss Nellie sweet on you?
She's sweet on the whole human race. That's her trouble. Now, let's start with the description of the horses,
There are 4 roans.
Hurry up, or he may be gone.
Madam, I don't intend to argue with Wyatt.
You mean you're going to let him ride to certain death?
Miss Cashman, Wyatt Earp has been riding to certain death for the past 5 or 6 years. The good Lord has his own plan for each of us. But I intend to get mortal help.
Hold her right there, mister. Who are you?
Deputy Sheriff Earp, Tombstone.
How many men did you bring?
He's probably got a posse hiding in the brush. What are you doing here?
I have a warrant for Mr. Clanton. Charge of horse stealing.
You think you are going to arrest Mr. Clinton? Oh.
The old man ain't home. There ain't nobody home.
You fellas guarding an empty ranch house?
Boys had some trouble down at the border. Old man Clanton and his sons went down to help out.
When will Mr. Clanton be back?
That's his business. Now you push on back to Tombstone pronto.
Mister, I don't like to have a gun pointed at me. You cock that rifle and you won't hear it click.
Sholto, Frenchie, you stop that.
He threatened us, didn't he, Frenchie?
Oui.
I know Mr. Earp. I'll talk to him.
Oh, he's on the payroll, eh? Why didn't you say you were an insider?
My business is with Mr. Clanton. I'll be happy to talk to Miss Emma.
Sholto, you two go to the cook shack and make some coffee.
Yes, sir. Come on, Frenchie.
You came down alone?
The 20 horses in your corral. They belong to a Mr. Rutter.
Oh. For a minute, I thought you'd decided to work on the inside, but I see the star now.
Your papa gave me no choice. I came in here alone because I figured you folks wouldn't shoot at the law.
We never have. We haven't had to. Walk in. No ambush.
Well, that's mighty comforting. Allow me.
Of course, you have a warrant.
Mm-hmm.
But just put it on the table. When Papa gets back, he'll turn himself in to Judge Griscom.
I've met Judge Griscom. He's one of your men. I wouldn't take a horse-stealing case to him.
You're not very bright, are you? Don't you know Papa has a bill of sale for those horses? And hasn't it occurred to you that Papa and the boys just might be back by sunup?
Miss Emma, I never claimed to be bright. A fellow with sharp intelligence wouldn't have worn one of these for 9 to 5 years.
You sit down. Let me tell you something about life in Arizona Territory.
Yes, ma'am. I have lots of time.
All right. Now, in the first place, the Yankees run the government at Washington.
Hmm.
But we run the government in Arizona. Mr. John C. Fremont is the carpetbagger in charge. There's nothing sensible about it, Mr. Earp. This isn't Dodge City. It's still a wilderness with Apaches and tough men. Papa had to be tough.
Well, I wouldn't try to turn you against your papa, no matter what he's done.
You don't get the point. Billy's a kid away at school. Finn's all right with a gun, but Ike is windy. They're no help to Papa. He had to hire gunslingers to help him with his cattle business.
Miss Emma, the Army's going to round up all the Apaches. Honest law is coming to Tombstone. Now, where's that going to leave the Clantons?
We can't quit.
Why not?
Brocious, Ringo, the McLowrys, Swilling, Spence, the 10%ers in Tucson. We all just drifted into this together. If what you say is true, it'll be wide open war.
Not necessarily for you, Emma.
Oh, yes. I love Papa. What happens to him happens to all of us.
Isn't there some young man that you'd like to marry?
Well...
Somebody that would take you away from Arizona?
I'm sure you've had many offers. Or am I being too personal?
Why are you so interested?
Well, I don't rightly know.
There's a way to find out. Take a job with Papa. Join the insiders. Then I'd be interested. That kiss was just to find out something. You feel sorry for me. Well, I don't need that. I'm a Clanton, and that's all I'll ever be. So save your pity. Sholto, Frenchie!
Frenchie went down the road to warn your old man.
Take him.
Hold it. Drop it. Leave it alone. Get over there. Now sit down. I said sit down.
I don't take orders from you.
I'm sorry, Miss Emma, but I'm going to have to hold you as a hostage. If your father's close enough for Frenchie to find, there may be a little trouble.
Plenty for you.
Stay right there.
Who is it?
Doc Holliday. I want to talk to Luke Short, McMasters, and Johnson, personal. Howdy, Luke. Sherman? Turkey Creek?
I thought it was a ghost. You should have been dead long ago, Doc.
You know, I heard they buried you up in Deadwood last winter.
Have a drink. Unless you have some scruples about drinking with a ghost.
Not me, Doc.
You all know Wyatt Earp. He went up to the Clanton Ranch to arrest old man Clanton, alone. I know that ain't very bright, but I said he went up alone.
That's too bad. He's probably dead by now.
Yeah, I don't think so. I met up with the Border Patrol, talked to the sergeant, and he said that Clanton and his men were going to steal some Mexican cattle along the Pertlerville line.
Well, there'd only be the four of us, Doc.
I told you Clanton isn't there yet.
Still ain't enough.
You owe me $800, and you owe me $950. You got the cash? No. Luke Short, you owe Wyatt Earp your life. Fast guns, but slow pay.
Watch your temper, Doc.
You cheap welchers. All I'm asking you to do is risk your worthless hides.
Mr. Clinton! Mr. Clinton!
Mr. Clinton, you have a visitor. A Mr. Wyatt Earp. But Miss Emma, she is stalling him. You see, she take him into the house while I make the coffee. Meanwhile, she talks to
Hold
the
it,
general...
Frenchie. Where's Sholto?
He is on guard outside.
Papa Earp's a fool. He rode right into it.
They'll never find his grave. Hush up, Ike. I'm studying this. No. Earp ain't no fool. He wouldn't ride onto my place, serve a warrant all by himself. Where's the posse at?
No posse.
I told you Papa Earp is a fool.
Oh, we'll see. Ike, you and Finn circle a home spread from the north and the east. The rest of us will circle but south and west. We don't flush a posse. We'll move right in. Yes, Papa.
And take him, Papa?
Kill the varmint.
Sun up, Miss Emma.
I've got eyes.
I was thinking we could tie up Sholto and go fix yourself a little breakfast.
You'll never get any of our food unless you steal it.
What a temper. I've decided not to use you as a hostage if that's what you're so upset about.
Maybe you're tired of living.
No. I just don't think that your papa would kill a lawman. All he has to do is to ride into Tombstone with me. We'll soon find out.
Papa, I don't want to fight here. You make a run for it, and I'll stall Papa and the boys.
Miss Emma, I came here to serve a warrant, and that's what I'm going to do.
Oh, don't be foolish. I'll hide you. Shoulder won't say anything. He knows what'll happen if he does.
That ain't the reason, Miss Emma. They can take Earp, but he'll kill your old man. Maybe Finn and Ike before he goes down.
That's right.
Emma! Sholto! Something's wrong, boys. Lie down.
I'll scream and warn Papa.
Just take it slow and easy. Come on.
Mr. Clanton.
Shut up. I have a warrant for your arrest, Mr. Clanton.
Well, you back in the law business, Sonny?
He is wearing a star, Papa. Now, don't you go to shooting any stars. You know what'll happen.
You keep out of this, Em. Go on back in the house. And you boys, I'll tell you when.
Papa, all you have to do is ride into town, and Judge Griscom will turn you loose. Now, you know that's more sensible.
You're a lady. I don't want you mixed up in this. Sholto, take her in the house.
No, listen. You can kill him, but he'll get 2 or 3 of you.
And you'd be first.
Take her in the house.
This is just plain stupid, Papa.
Maybe Em's right, Papa. We ain't never fired in the law.
You hush up or run if you're scared.
Hush up, both of you. What you accusing me of?
Stealing Mr. Ritter's horses?
Well, that settles it. Boys.
Throw him down a fight. Shoot him in the back, Wyatt. He ain't worth killing front ways.
Holiday, McMaster, Short, and Johnson. I ain't in this play.
No doctor can fix a broken spine.
Papa?
Don't try it. Help Mr. Clanton on his horse. Now, you boys let your guns cool a little while.
Luke, stampede the horses through. They don't want the horses, they want old man Clanton.
Put him in front of the rock. No more shooting! You hear me? I said no more shooting!
Send one of them down here.
Hey, boys. Ike up there?
Yes, Papa.
Send him down.
Hold your fire. I'm going down there.
Keep that low.
This is a fool play. Can't take Papa into Tombstone now.
I'm doing it.
No, you aren't. You'll be fighting every 100 yards.
How many boys you got, Ike?
Enough. And there's more between here and Tombstone.
Don't be silly, Earp. You got the horses. Turn me loose.
I favor killing him. Sure, they're bluffing, Wyatt.
I don't know that they are.
No bluff, Sonny. Too many guns. They'll just pick you off.
I think you're right, Mr. Clanton. Let him go, Doc. You can pick up your horse later. Mr. Clanton, any more shooting, we'll shoot you down when you scatter.
Try it.
Just hold in, Ike. This ends it for this time, far as I'm concerned.
Papa!
They could have killed me before you all boys got here, and I ain't saying I'm beholden to no Johnny Law, neither. And if an Earp stays in Tombstone, there's gonna be a sure enough war. No use in me getting killed in the first skirmish.
You're a fool, Wyatt. You've turned your back on too many killings. Old man Clanton's found out your only weakness.
No Doc's talking sense, Wyatt. There's kill or be killed in this Arizona country.
Look, I don't believe in shooting prisoners. Bringing those horses in is enough for now. Let's catch up with McMasters and Luke.
Why, it's got Herm Ritter's whole string back. Now we're getting someplace.
You think so? Those Clantons aren't whipped yet. Not by a long shot.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
আপনি কিন্তু দেখতে যথেষ্ট সুন্দরী একজন মানুষ, দেখতে বেশ রোমান্টিক, যেন শেক্সপিয়ারের নাটকের কোনো নায়িকার মতো। ভেবেছিলাম, কিন্তু আপনি তো পুরোটাই মর্মান্তিক। যে কোনো মানুষ আপনাকে দেখে মর্মাহত হতে পারে।
আমার হালকা হতে 1 মাস সময় লেগেছে।
আপনার 1 মাস সময় লাগে? আমার হালকা হতে তো 1 মিনিট লাগে।
আমার কাছে মনে হয় জীবনসঙ্গী এমন হওয়া উচিত যার সাথে আপনি প্রতিটা মুহূর্ত উপভোগ করতে পারবেন, সারাক্ষণ খুনসুটিতে মেতে থাকতে পারবেন এবং তার মনে এমনভাবে বসবাস করবেন যে আপনার দিকে সে একটাবার তাকালেই বলে দিতে পারবে যে তার বেঁচে থাকার কারণই আপনি।
পথে চলতে চলতে, কথা বলতে বলতে, কখন যেন হলে আমার।
জানি গল্পে গল্পে মিশে অল্পে অল্পে আমিও হয়ে গেছি তোমার।
ছোট ছোট ভুল ফুটে হলো ফুল যে তোমাকে পেলাম।
গুটি গুটি পায়ে স্বপ্নের নাই আমি ভেসে গেলাম।
আপনি কি মনে করেছেন একজন মানুষ আমার জীবন থেকে চলে গিয়েছে এবং আপনি সেই সুযোগটা কাজে লাগিয়ে আপনার ফিলিংস গুলো আমার কাছে এক্সপ্রেস করবেন আর আমি সেটা হ্যাপিলি অ্যাকসেপ্ট করে নিব? এই হচ্ছে আপনার বন্ধুত্বের নমুনা?
রোদের পাখি তোর শহরে আমার মনের স্বপ্ন ঘিরে, ওরে পাখি ওরে সারাক্ষণ। তোর শহরে বৃষ্টি হলে ভিজে আমার মন।
Một video 1 ngày 5 tháng 7 2024 bên Cheyenne Metro White. Mình sẽ bày tiếp cho các em xem nhé. Ok, để tự lại. Anh sẽ khiển một chút. Mình sẽ kiếm 50 củ để 50 củ để roll tiếp lên chiến sĩ nhất. Ê, nếu lái được thẳng quá, trốn mua. Lái thẳng rồi. Chi xong rồi phải không? Mày hù tỏ. Đùa, mày đùa. Thôi, thầy kệ cho mày tự đi. Chuyển thuyết tăng trưởng mày. Xa sửa binh nhé. Ok, thật ra được 3 của 47 chứ không? Cộng 3,17 nhân trừ 20%. Tầm chơi động 20%. Đây là nạp chút năng lượng chua quá bản thân. Vay chỉ lên 127 triệu của mình. 127 triệu quét à? Đây chơi lên đây, gọi 2 cái màu vàng. Bài cao như thầy. Mình kéo vậy. Sao? Nope. Trời giảm đất. Khiếp thằng này quỷ à? Ác quỷ vô ba. Đùa tao. Cái này nó là quỷ lắm rồi. Dược rồi. Chết rồi. Đi kìa. 2 phút rồi. 2 phút hơn của pháo. Mày lái. Mày cộng 10 cho thầy. Đùa Đùa tao. Thế mà không được. Mà mày nào rồi? Không báo bao nhiêu. Đây rồi. Ngã chéo mà. Thế mà không được. 26 lắm rồi.
ভালোবাসা সুন্দর, ভালোবাসাও সুন্দর। মানুষ নিজের অজান্তেই ভালোবেসে ফেলে।
আমারও মনে হয় কি জানেন, আপনার মতো জানাশোনা কাউকে না আমার বিয়ে করা উচিত।
এটা কি উপলক্ষে?
ম্যাডাম, ফুলটা গ্রহণ করুন, তারপরে বলতেছি।
ভোটার আইডি কার্ডে যার স্বাক্ষরের জায়গায় টিপসই দেয়, এখানে কেউ ডাক্তার।
এই দুইজনের মধ্যে যে আগে ম্যাডামের মন জয় করতে পারবে, ম্যাডাম তার।
একদিন না দেখলে তোমায় বন্ধু আন্ধার লাগে সব, তোমার এই প্রেমে এমনই টান।
রুগীদের তো ডক্টরের কাছে আসলে ব্যথা কমে যায়, আপনি তো উল্টো হলো কেন? আপনি কি উল্টা?
তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, যেও না বন্ধু আমার, ভুলিয়া ভুলিয়া।
আমার মনে হয় আমার সমস্যা কপালে। ম্যাডাম, আমার কপালে নেই, আমার কপালে আছে দাগ।
Tao mũi nhỉ? What the hell? Chuồn ra. Cút hết. Có lẽ nào em vội quên đi, và có lẽ nào 500 củ ấy. 614 củ à? Thế mình kiếm 100 củ nữa sự là có nổi không? Ôi à, không được, anh đã ấn vội rồi. Có lẽ 62 triệu này. 62 triệu rồi. Cũng một lần quay được gần 100 củ ấy. 100 củ không? Mình quay được 400 lap à? Được. 400 lap phải được 100 củ. Lớp của bố nào? Vương miện định mệnh. Rồi xong, biết đánh mày gì rồi? Đánh mày gì rồi? Biết đánh mày gì rồi? Tôi nhặt bài á. Có lẽ nào em vội quên đi, và có lẽ nào quên đi, có lẽ nào em trong tâm trí em. Ôi gà cho cái này à? Là vậy rồi. Xong, đi. Vua tối ưu Aria. Bán này. Mèo 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 này mà phải đét không? Đẹp. 598 củ chưa đủ, chưa phải là tất cả. Mấy thằng ấy ra quát lipet ở cái map 2 này sử có đéo gì trồn. Cái pet này yếu như lợn. Anh khinh yes khinh beat ITCS big ai à Torres xì đây là sao Torres xì là Torres rồi xì guys xì good xì là Torres à chưa ok lần nào cũng phải lắp cái danh nga son Big Eye Sipasikia. Ủa sao bố Hiếu béo đang playing Space War. Cái gì vậy? Ui rồi nháy phát 2 lần. Chuẩn không vậy chấm. Chuẩn đét cho thôi. Chuẩn và đét.
তোমাকে 15 লাখ টাকাই দিতে হবে। তুমি যদি দিতে না পারো তোমার বাবাকে কল দাও। তোমার যত জমি জিরাত বাড়িতে যা যা আছে এগুলো বেচা হইলেও তোমরা আমাদের টাকা পাই পাই করে শোধ করবা।
একটা ব্যাপার কি খেয়াল করছো? শহরে কিন্তু দুইটা রূপ, রাতের এক রূপ, দিনের আর এক রূপ।
বেঁধেছি ঘর হৃদয়ের পর গাঢ় সবুজ ওই গহীন বনে।
আরে ব্রো, সবসময় চিল থাকতে হবে, কিচ্ছু মাথায় নেওয়া যাবে না।
ভালোবাসা হচ্ছে একজন আরেকজনের উপর ভরসা করে, একজন আরেকজনের হাতের উপর হাত রেখে এই জীবনটা কাটিয়ে দেয়। কিছু মানুষ এই রাত জেগে থাকে আর টাকার বিনিময়ে সুখ খোঁজে। বসুন।
এখন তো সিরিয়াস হওয়া উচিত, তাই না? আমি তো কোথাও যাচ্ছি না পার্টি করতে। তুমি কেন যাচ্ছ? কেন বন্ধ করতে পারতেছো না বলো তো? কার যে কোথায় সুখ সেটা তার প্রিয় মানুষটাও কখনো জানতে পারে না।
পাশাপাশি তবু যাচ্ছি বিপরীতে, কাছাকাছি তবু যাচ্ছি বহু দূরে।
হাই, ইউ লুক গুড।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
Video 1 ngày 2 tháng 7 2024, binh chia liền. Let's go boy. Ô không, cái gì hiện ở trên màn hình của tôi vậy? Nó sẽ quay tiếp cái trò lò lò là màu. Từ anh chỉ cho nó thẳng bên cộng 10%. Good landing, hạ cánh tốt, chỉnh tiếp. Đây á, đúng không ạ? Chuẩn không? À, không, từ từ. Bên 15 lap rồi á. Sao em muốn bút này? Vào Discord à? Không phải tiếp rồi. Anh cày xem đến bao giờ được 80 củ cái đầu ngoài thì anh vào anh quanh 10 lần. Vào 50 củ 10 lần. Cái cày mà sao tận 50 củ và thua. Nó quay được, nó có đủ tiền quay vào này. Cú chết rồi. Bên chia lên, bên chia lính. Chuẩn không thầy? Kathleen thông đạo Ziot à? Rồi sao phải hạ cánh rồi? Bên thầy cho xoay tròn nhé. Đây ở đây. Perfect. À. Shit. 10 lap này. Perfect không? Perfect. Đây, perfect. Gì vậy? Đây à? Không ai ơi, không phải đâu. Cơ sở đấy là trụ sở chính, quân chủ để sống nhiều công ý. Quan chủ lại với Hà Đông Công. Cho nóng đang nóng này là gì? Lãng du bộ khởi đầu ấn thiên cung. À, phải đầu bố Ngon rồi, dấu, ngon rồi. Này ngon rồi, này ngon, bài gì này ngon. Thần dân định mệnh, đi.
দরকার পড়লে একটা রিকশাওয়ালাকে বিয়ে করবো, তারপরে তোকে বিয়ে করতে
তুমি যদি মরো যাও আমি তোমাকেই বিয়ে করবো।
দেখো দেখো বিয়ে এত সোজা
আমার 5টা কন্ডিশন।
কয়টা?
5টা।
আমি জেডি সাফায়েত রমরাজন।
স্যার এটা তো ভোটার আইডি কার্ড স্যার।
বাড়িতেই করবেন নাকি হোটেলে?
না না, আপনি যেমনটা ভাবছেন বিষয়টা তা না।
ভাই আপনি তো করবেন।
তোমাকে দিয়ে হবে না, আমি জানতাম। শুধু শুধু সময় নষ্ট করো না।
ভাই আপনি তো অনন্ত দলিল না যে অসম্ভবকে সম্ভব করে আপনার কাজ। জিমি
কি হচ্ছে?
আচ্ছা
রঙের একদম বইরা দিমু যাচ্ছে সব বাইক কর।
শর্ত দিয়ে বিয়ে, শর্ত দিয়ে বিয়ে।
ভাই যে বয়সে মানুষ গার্লফ্রেন্ডের কামড় খায়, সে বয়সে আপনি কুত্তার কামড় খেয়ে হাসপাতালে ভর্তি হয়েছেন।
Bao nhiêu của mình là mắc vậy? 29 lắm không? 30, 26 lắm nhỉ? 26. Ô 2,6 mà không lên. 26 lap trốn không? Bố sĩ này cút. Thôi lại tử thần. Power reset in 50 à? Bây giờ mình làm cái con Rainbow. Mình phải chấm 1 tỷ con mạnh thôi thì mới lên được 1 tỷ quay nữa. Vô 4 1 tỷ quay ấy, yes giờ sữa căng. Và quyền đầu nhạc trong ánh mắt tròn phôi môi. Bình bình chi linh, bình 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 chi linh. Bình bình chỉ bình chỉ. Bằng ảnh cái gì? Bảo hộ, cút. Ngủ thế. Phải ngu vãi. 5 lap, 6 lap, 7 lap, 8 bình. Giờ anh quay thêm này, văn bia cảm hứng à? Ui điểm sôi sục, điểm gào. Thôi đánh văn bia cảm hứng đi. Đừng có mồi thầy con lợn này. Cút. Đấu sĩ này, đấu sĩ cần thiết. Cút. Affiliate à? Logic affiliate. Cái nhà logic gọi là bình chỉ linh. Chuẩn form. Mới thắng không vậy? Có cái gì đó là một cái đai máu và một cái giáp. Ok thầy ơi. Good. Perfect landing. Good 24 lap à? Vừa đền được 26 lap cơ. Mèo 12 tỏi à? Để nhận một chút năng lượng á. Để bay cho binh Chile. Cái thế 3.200 à? Có đâu. Thầy dùng cái chuột là dùng bàn phím để gì đâu. Đấy. Ok, nhà năng lượng cho thầy. Bình chi linh. Có thầy không? Bình chi linh. Bình chi linh từ từ. Ui. À thằng này chọn pháp sư à? Được. Chọn ông vậy rồi. Trốn ông. Đấy là vô khởi động mà. Rồi thằng chết mỗi thằng cuối. Rồi xong, không ai tranh bài. Thằng kia chẳng thằng kia đánh pháp sư hắc ám sự áo vậy. Pháp sư thuật sĩ hắc ám. Trốn không? Anh bay mượt như con lợn này. Từ từ, cái trò xoay chậm quá. Bình bình chỉ linh, bình bình bình. Bình 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 chia linh, bình bình chia linh. Bình 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 chia linh, bình bình. Perfect. Ngon. Bình 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 chia linh, bình bình. 19 lap. 2. Tự nhiên bay mượt. À đây, giật rồi. 20 lap, 21 lap. Perfect. 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 Bình. Sửa một quỷ điều chỉnh ấy. Ác quỷ điều chỉnh. 23 lap rồi. Perfect. Không được. 24. 25 lap. 25 lap chặt. Perfect. Ui, bởi mất cào. 26 lap. 26 lap. Perfect. Perfect. 26. Bình. 26 lap. Một nước. Đứng ra hết đầu. 62 à. 262. 8 bất mở được 262. Ngon. Cộng 30%. Chết rồi. Rồi trừ 8M. Đang xếp lên 25M tiện trừ 8M vậy thầy. Ngu vậy. 37M lại phải xếp lại. Có bao nhiêu con này rồi? Thừa rồi. Giờ mình cần quá nhiều con big xong rồi ghép thành một con neon big. Mèo 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 để anh chỉnh. Ôi trời, ngu quá. Thẳng đi. Perfect. Nó chỉ đùa thôi. Anh bảo là phải perfect mà đúng không? Anh chỉ làm tay thôi. Nhưng cô bảo là phải. Yes. Perfect. Bình. Vua chỉnh. Vua. Control. I will control this cat. Binh. Chè. Lên. Binh. Chè. Lên. Perfect. Được. Chôn tàu. 23 lap rồi. Cha dỗ. Broccoli. Chắc là vẫn là 26 ấy. Chắc vậy. Perfect chỉ được 26. Được. Perfect. Cút rồi. 25. Mà chặt 26 chặt. Qua rồi lấy à. Rồi 27 không? 27 không? 27 không? 27. 27. Chắc là không được 28 đâu. Gần rồi. Đấy, perfect landing. Gần 28 không? Không được. Chấp 2 sẽ là vua vậy. 41 tuổi. Dạ thêm năng lượng ấy. Tại này đang ngu phải nhận thêm năng lượng. Ê vào đây đứng là VIP ha. Ở cổng kia sửa xịn đấy, sửa binh chi linh xịn. Không được đâu. Đâu có đồ. Rồi lắc thật máu cho con Tam Kiên. Ok thầy ơi. Sẽ nghe theo thầy nhé. Ok, 41 tuổi. Năm nữa chưa? 78 á, ít hơn vừa nãy. Bị reset rồi, reset rồi. 79 90. Đâu đủ, thêm á. Một cục kim cương này. 90 rồi. 280 rồi. Đâu đủ, về màu vàng đủ. Cút, ngót thầy nhảy được. Không vậy, sao tự nhiên thằng Tam Ken chết rồi? Khá xích chết rồi. Rồi thằng Xích làm của tao. Mày thích thua không? Mày thích thua không? Thằng này thua là chồng nhã. Yes sir. Sẽ áp Ride a Cat. Rồi thấy là game giống trên điện thoại. Một chút lọ bù đắc bù 5 mao. Mimic là quay phát cái 50 củ đấy ra một cái xịn xòa binh chi linh đắc bù 5 mao rồi là vua của cái mày luôn. Ra tiền ra quát ly ngồi xong gì mạnh nhất map vào để mà muốn kiếm tỷ tiền để rebirth bằng tiền gốc mà tiền 1 không phải tiền desert. Bình chi định đéo ngược nữa chỉnh kịp chôn nhau vậy cái gì cơ. hay một cái mảnh, một cái găng tay, đồ cho Johnny, anh ok không? Rồi kêu trở nên vậy, lại cái giáp máu à, chôn tao, hay là cái đai máu à? Cháu kiếm, giờ kiếm ra chơi. 40 tiền. Thôi đánh 5 chết, 5 ra đầu win binh chỉ linh rồi. 26 láp à, 69 là gần 27 à. Tí sang 28. Ảo đá mà. 43 rồi, 44 rồi. Lần mình bay được mấy tỷ vậy? Cấm mất rồi. Khổ quá. Thôi được rồi. Có qua lệ nào. Anh chỉ quay được 1 tiếng rồi sao? Trôn không vậy? Chỉ là chôn Việt Nam binh chỉ linh đắc bủ làm mau. Ê, cái gì gai đen chứ? Gai đen cuồng đao huyết kiếm. Thà có cái gỡ đồ không vậy? Chịu rồi. Bảo sao vừa thằng vừa mình chết do thằng này thằng gai đen. Rồi một bộ đi. Một bộ. Đấy hiểu. Gai đen mà lại huyết kiếm mấy cả cuồng đao ở chôn không. Những người bạn nhỏ. Ôi tử thần đa thôn, anh xin. Cứ bắt thể đánh tử thần thôi. Chôn nê luôn này. 3 tử thần là làm chi? Chôn nê đéo có đồ chôn không? Tiếc được cái áo choàng bóng tối lõi nữa, tăng tốc đánh. Rồi mày xong, mày đi. Đi. Bareker. Meow go. Go meow go meow. Có nhạc không? Bật nhạc ấy. Buồn ngủ quá, phải bật nhạc quá. Nhạc anh Lưu Chỉ Song Long Obito.